Yo, testing, testing. Yo, testing, testing. I was trying to see if you guys could hear me. I really should have titled this a test stream because I'm doing StreamYard for mobile. I know it's terrible. Laptop. We gonna get that worked out. But anyways, you guys don't know. I tried to do the episode where I'm watching the review. I'm watching the episode of this and reviewing it, but of course that didn't go too well with Oprah Winfrey Network, and that last review was taken down. So what I'm gonna try to do is do everything from the comments on the mobile. I know sound may sound terrible, so we're gonna try to roll with it. So first up, let's do this. Alexa and Darian. This is for episode 6. Season 2, episode 6. We left off, she left or whatnot, and there's like a big trust issue, with them. So today, I guess what happened, I guess they left back off where she didn't want to go on a date with him, and according to the doctor, I keep forgetting her name. Uh, these two, Alexa and Darian was supposed to go on a date together. So she said she didn't want to go on a date. So she went on a date with the new guy. And basically, I say it was pretty much a revenge date, pretty much. He said, can you join the stream? I'm on the mobile. Let me see. Shoot, I don't even know if I could put the stream link on here. Uh, Yeah, I'm not really. I'd rather do this from the desktop. To do this, this is kind of like one of those test streams. But I definitely look into it the next time I do it. JMO 1000, because I don't know how I'm gonna sound versus how you gonna sound on here. But yeah, back to what I was saying. She Yeah, she went on her date. She didn't want to go out on a date with him. And, of course, he put his date in the dark. Well, basically, he took a break from the date he was on, and to, I guess, make her happy. And I always say, Alexis, she's got this masculine energy, and she feels like, she want to control the dynamic of the relationship. So, to me, I mean, based off the previews on the next episode, it's gonna get real crazy because this is gonna be a quick recap because I guess these two they finally sat down and talked, and I guess he decided, he's gonna give up his condo, which is another controlling power move by her that he gave into. All right, so let's go on to the next date. I don't know if y'all remember this guy. This is the guy I had a whole lot to say about last time. I say he was very what word can I say? He's kind of corny to me. His brother does too much. He over validates. I mean, especially on the first date. Second date, he really put it on. Um, so while they're on their date, well, first let's do this. First he come to the house and Buddy was playing pitbull again, so that was awkward. He come to pick them up. He like, hey, bro, you can keep your $2. I'm gonna throw you $2 rolls away or whatever. He's just messing with him. I said before, he didn't mess with the swole nigga when he came to the house like that. But back to Goofy right here. So they go on a date. I forget where they were. They was outside, He's doing all this. He's doing all this touching. Like I say, to me, the guy just does too much. Just extra corny to me. That might be some women's speed over here. Usually, the women that like that, they really want a guy that can control. I really think she's using this guy here just to, like a rebound situation. She using him to really mess with and I forget her date's name already. Doing this on mobile, I don't even have my reference. But she's just basically using him to get to her date pretty much. Um, that though, those are the vibes I get. So, and I can't remember. Yeah, yeah, she was on her date. Okay. Why I can't think of their name? You got Alexia and Darian. You got Lashonda and Sean. You got Jessica and I cannot remember his name. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to Lashonda and Sean. Okay. So these two, I guess they were sitting down having discussion, and the thing was, what Sean was telling her is like he doesn't. Now, remind you, these two are in a relationship. So, like, if I'm looking, I'm taking my red pill glasses off, right? So, if I'm looking at this, two people in a relationship, I can understand why Sean may want communication from her. Like, his whole issue is she doesn't always tell him where she is. For relationship guys out there, like I say, you may want to set those boundaries in the beginning. So that's his issue. She doesn't, you know, tell him 100% of the time where she's going to be. And I guess with her, she just did the old okey doke on him, um, saying, "Well, I do tell you where I'm at, but I don't appreciate." Same argument from last week. I don't appreciate being called a liar. You guys seen the episodes. I'm sorry, I'm not really good at trying to review and do pictures like this because on network on my live stream. So I'm trying to be creative. Maybe I'll get better at this. Hopefully. Now let's jump over here to Alexa and her date. Now she went on a second date with this guy here. This guy here, to me, he's trying to get in where he fit in. So again, the date was kind of awkward. It's like you talking too much about Darian on the date. Well, it's not really his fault. He brought up doing music, and she was like, "Oh man, that's the same thing. Field Mob do Darian." So I said, I thought that was kind of awkward on that date, and I don't like I say, Alexia too. She's another one that's just kind of using this a rebound situation just to, she's just going through the motions on this date. Now let's go to our boy Beta Male Sean over here. Now he went on a date with this woman. She's from Atlanta. I guess he moved from California, and they went on a nice yoga date. The instructor, it kind of threw me off. Man, I can't think. Yeah, I don't know. They kind of threw me off. It was kind of, how Sean get Beta Male Sean. He don't really trust himself, and I kind of had beef with the doctor this episode too, because after all when I go through these dates here, I'm gonna go right back to the green room, and what she was saying is like, well, you're not allowing yourself every time you get And basically, every time you get to a point where you feel that you're in danger, you cut the women off or whatever. I say this man just said, okay, he wants to be, he's a relationship type guy, so he wants to be with his girl, and of course, you on this show to date people, right? You playing with, you so called playing with fire anyway. We gonna see that next episode. It's shit about to get crazy. I can't believe you even invested in this right here, but it's crazy. So but his this the next date that went well. This these women. He said something along the lines like, "Well, I can find, as a man, you can find anything you want out here, but if you got something at home, he always gonna say something to sound good to uh LaRonda. So this is what I expect from my man right here, Beta Male Sean. Now let's talk about the human pit bull over here. Now his date. This was interesting here. They came, they played volleyball. Um, she got a nice body. Had a little picnic afterward. He feeding her and everything like that. Of course, when they go back to the green room, it's one of those things like, he emphasizing there too. I think he's one of those ones like he's trying to make Jessica jealous, as well. I tell I couldn't be on this show. My partner be so mad at me. I really couldn't be on this show. But he's another one. Play volleyball or whatever. Because he made it a point to emphasize, yes, she's very beautiful and although I couldn't understand nothing she was saying, I enjoyed the date pretty much. And then last but not least, we're gonna go back to Phil Mob and Alexa. Now, this was a point where she went on her date and she talked to um I cannot think of the doctor name right now. I'm sorry, I was not prepared. This is one of those test stream yards on the mobile. But she told her basically her whole thing is she's so stuck on this condo. And, looking at Phil Mama, man, Darian over here, we know he run these streets. It's no shock. So just looking at that or whatever, when he told her he was gonna get rid of the condo, like before they had the conversation of him getting rid of the condo, he asked, "What about these friends, these orbiters? You have pretty much, he didn't say those words. These are words I'm using. Orbiter pretty much mean like any woman that got male friends that want any opportunity they get to be with them, they gonna take them, and they hang around for that reason." And she was like, "No, she's not getting rid of it." And then when he was like, "Okay, I get rid of the condo, I'm gonna need you to get rid of him." Now she want to have a conversation, but I would be a little weary about Alexa, man. To me, she's a bit masculine. She seemed like she want to control the dynamic of this relationship. So now, when they get all back to the green room, what I took away from it, like I say, the doctor really left me dumbfounded on this one. She's just trying to share her, in my words, about me, factual opinion. I mean, like in Sean's case, for example, right? When he was saying he didn't want to play with fire, as a man, you already know how far you gonna take something before a certain woman start feeling a certain type of way. But she's like, at this point, I'm like, I think a little bit of this is, well, I think a lot of these shows are scripted, because especially what we finna get ready to hear. Next thing coming up on the preview with Damien, and he's supposed to have this conversation with the date. He didn't go on a date with this time, and she dined him out about what they did. Yo, this gonna be crazy. So yeah, man, this is yeah, I'm sorry this was a different format for me, but this all I got to say. This is my quick thoughts recap like I say, I really rather watch this with you guys and have my commentary on there. But unfortunately, on network don't want me to do it like that. Maybe I can just play audio or something in the back next time when I get my setup, and we can do the stream like that. Because I know this was different. Trying to you know review the episode on the live stream like this with nothing to gauge by. A clip or two here and there. Okay, and I get it. I can get around copyright as far as that with fair use. But I was providing my commentary over the episodes as we was watching it. I guess I let them play it out too long, so that didn't work. So I guess what I'll try to do next time is have the audio up, listen to the audio on certain parts, and I'll talk about it in my commentary like that. We'll do it that way, and I'll try to still use pictures. But everybody that came in the room, y'all leave a like, want to subscribe. JMO 1000, once I get the setup, I will let you feel free to join the stream. Like I say, this was a test, and you guys, I appreciate y'all support as always. It's your boy DC the Truth. And I'm about to sign this thing on out, man. For real.
Honestly, I don't know who the fuck to trust. Is he my friend or my foe? I'm a exit, bro. Yeah, she give me that claim as well. I remember back when I was younger, I was happy. Nowadays feel like no one understand me. I'm good at artists, silly, I'm Bob, baby. Baby's yellow text.